Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the interwebs. This is the mad scientist ReNDoG coming at you in another episode of Modded Minecraft from the HermitPack server. How is everybody out there doing today? I am doing all right. I'm a little bit knackered, to be honest. I am suffering from what we like to call in the business a lanover. It's kind of like a hangover, but it's not because of alcohol. It's because of 3 days of non-stop LANing, non-stop gaming. That is exactly what I've been up to for the last few days or so. Iskal85, my brother from a Swedish freaking mama, came to visit me all the way from Sweden, came to stay with me in my real-life hermit house, and we have literally been gaming for the last 3 days straight, living on a diet of hamburgers, chips, and Monster Energy drink, and we've been playing Grand Theft Auto 5 and Magic the Gathering till about 5 o'clock every single morning, and waking up a few hours later to continue the gaming. And I tell you what, guys, I am absolutely knackered today, but I am very, very excited. It was really awesome to have Iskal here in my house. Very inspirational. We spent loads of time talking about YouTube, talking about Modded, talking about Minecraft, and I am so inspired today. I am so freaking happy to be back here in the Cyberlabs. You guys can see I've done a lot of work around here since we were last together. Basically, I was going to record yesterday after Iskal left, but I was a little bit knackered, so I decided I would spend the whole day on the Modded server working on the Cyberlabs, and it is coming together a treat, isn't it? Look at this place. Dang it, just ran out of these blocks over here. Absolutely gorgeous. I've set up the foundations for what we're going to be working on today. This is going to be the power supply section of the Cyberlabs. This is where we are going to be generating and storing power, and I've indicated that by the orange over here. So whenever you see orange in the Cyberlabs, you know you are in a power facility or an energy facility. So that's absolutely awesome. I love it, man. Still loads of work to do here on the grids, and this is where we're going to be working today, guys. What we're going to be trying to do today is compacting our bacon power array into this small little room over here, and then in this room we are going to create some sort of a capacitor battery where we're going to be storing all of the RF for our cyber laboratory. So lots of awesome stuff to do today, guys. It's going to be awesome, man. Now, speaking about power, we got a little bit of a problem. Even though I invited Iskal to come stay in my home, I fed him, I clothed him. Well, I didn't really clothe him, but I gave him a bed to sleep in. I let him use my vanilla candles when he had a bath. Even though I did all of this for Iskal, he has disconnected our energy supply. In the previous episode, we were sucking power from Iskal's factory through the dimensional transceiver. He has now changed the codes of it, which means we no longer have power from Iskal. Jeez! Talk about stabbing a brother in the back, man. That is just awful. However, he did leave us with a vibrant capacitor bank, which is pretty generous of him. Thanks, Iskal. I'm going to use this vibrant capacity bank instead of the transdimensional transceiver thingy. Jeez, brain, can you work, please? Have a look at this bad boy. 25 million RF in this thing. Absolutely awesome. And to get this thing fired up again, to get our system fired up again, let's throw a lever onto our controller over here, and there we go. We're back in business, baby. Now, another thing that I want to show you, a couple of things I want to show you over here, guys, which is really cool. This thing has been upgraded into a crafting grid, and this is because a ton of you guys told me about this in the comments of the previous episode. Check it out. A crafting grid is basically a grid, an advanced processor, and a crafting table in a solderer, which we have over here, and that creates for us the grid that we made in the previous episode, but it also gives us a crafting table. How awesome is that, man? That is fantastic. We can now do all of the crafting in here without having to take the items out and then craft them in a bench. We can do it all in the crafting grid. Absolutely amazing. Another thing that you guys told me about are these beautiful things. This thing is called a bit drawer. Let me show you guys the recipe for this. Very, very simple to make, actually. There it is, a bit drawer. All you need is some stone, some basic drawers, some pistons, and an iron chisel. These half drawers, or these drawers, are just made out of wood. I mean, all you need is wood to make this thing. And these things hold an insanity amount of bitage, hold 16 stacks per drawer, and there are it's ridiculous how many bits you can get in here. So in here I am storing all of the extra bitage that I'm collecting while I'm doing my chisel and bits work around here. And yeah, thanks guys, thanks for that amazing hint. You know what, man, you guys have been absolutely amazing amazing to me over the last couple of episodes. Wow, the previous episode smashed like, I think we got like 20,000 views or something on the previous episode. Wow, it was absolutely amazing, man. Thank you guys so much for all of the love for the series. I'm so glad you guys are loving the Cyberlabs because, man, I've worked my butt off on it, and it's so nice to get, such nice feedback from you guys and to see that you guys are loving it, man. Absolutely awesome. You guys freaking rock. Ladies and gentlemen, what you see before you is the subtle art of compactification. One of the skills that you need to learn to become a successful modded player. And as you guys can see, I'm struggling a little bit, man. The ReNDoG brain is really working overtime right now, trying to figure out how to compact our bacon power array into a tiny 8x8 room. I think that I've pretty much sorted it out right now. However, I can't really remember how I set up the killing mechanism. Oh, I'm such an idiot, man. I should have taken a screenshot, but I didn't. So we're pretty much going to have to wing it to try and figure out how this is going to work. I'm going to pick up a couple of pigs. I think the problem that we might have over here, though, is these pigs might get killed as we go back into the Cyberlabs. Yep, they're taking loads of damage. Still taking damage. One down. Bacon down. Oh, no. Rest in pieces, my little bacony friend. All right, this one hopefully is going to survive. He's going to take a little bit more pain as we climb up the stairs over here, though. I need to get him safe and sound into his little chamber over here. I might need to work away a few more of these blocks, actually. Let's try and dig up a little bit more space. Pig, I cannot see through you right now, man. All right, let's get in here. Get in it. Dang it. Dang it. Commence round 2 of pork relocation task X14. And this time, let's do this the smart way, guys. Check it out. Our brand new pork power array is directly below our little church over here. So we can actually dig a hole in here into the ground. And this is definitely the smarter way to drop off the bacons into their new home. If they actually get in there. Get in there, you little bugger. Get down into the chamber of doom where you shall be processed into power. What? Why is he not falling into the hole? That's kind of weird. Oh, it might be because there are a couple of chests over here, right, that are stopping him falling down. Come on, little piggy. Get your butthole down there. Oh, no. Oh, get wrecked. Thanks, brain, for finally kicking in, you freaking bastard. Man, I tell you what, guys, this Lanover has taken me down to Chinatown something fierce today. I knew that I had forgotten something before I started recording today. In the previous episode, we were talking about trying to find a smart way to shift all of the items in our base into our brand new storage network, and that was a task I was very much looking forward to do. So, before we carry on with our brand new bacon power array in the Cyberlabs, let's get this done. Check what I've done out here, man. I have connected all of these item conduits to all of the various chests throughout our base, and we're going to be using these item conduits to shift everything into our new storage network. Thank the Ender Gods for our beautiful Ender Pearl farm over here, right? Can make all of these beautiful item conduits like it's nobody's business, man. Now, inside of here, we're going to do something really interesting. I've set up a vacuum chest, and this vacuum chest is going to be sucking out all of the items from these chests over here. I'm going to break the chests, and all of those items are going to drop and get sucked up by the vacuum chest, and then hopefully delivered into our storage network. Oh, man, this is going to be awesome. Let's just get back down there. There's one more connection that I need to make out here, I think, and that is the connection into our disk drives. Unfortunately, I've had to break into our little CPU section over here, which is okay, but there we go. Look at those disk drives, man. That looks so cool, doesn't it? Now, I think, there we go. We're going to plug that in there. We're going to set this to insert. I've set all the other inputs to extract. Now, hopefully, this is actually going to work. Let's connect that like that. Now, is this actually receiving items? Let's take a look at this. It doesn't look like items are being received. 48% full, 15,406 items put in. So it doesn't look like this is actually functioning the way that I want it to. I need to go and check on all of those connections to make sure that they are actually set to extract. This is kind of weird. Let me try and figure this one out. I've done some research into how to get items into a disk drive, and by research, I mean I phoned Iskel. And apparently what we need to do is use an importer from Refined Storage. Very simple to make. All we need is a destruction core and an improved processor that you make in your soldering machine, and some cables. To make some cables, we need some quartz-enriched iron, some glass, and some redstone. So pretty a simple recipe, actually. And here's what I'm thinking, right? We're going to pump all of the items into this diamond chest, and then we're going to import the items from the diamond chest into the disk drives. There we go. That's looking kind of good, actually. Yeah, that connection looks sound. Now, let's get our diamond chest connected to our Ender IO storage system, and we definitely don't want this to happen, so let's get our wrench out and disconnect this over here. Oh, I think what we can do is actually just disable that. All right, so the theory is once we set this item connection to insert, this chest should start to receive items. There we go. And it looks like items are getting sucked out by the importer. Oh, this is awesome. Let's just check our disk drive. Is this slowly starting to fill up? Yes, it is. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, so that is actually functioning now. Fan-freaking-tastic, man. Let's go upstairs and make sure that all of our chests are, in fact, sucking items out and sending them into our storage network. Oh, this is amazing, man. Let's go check these chests over here and to see if these are getting extracted. Those aren't getting extracted at the moment. I suppose it's got some sort of a hierarchy system. It's probably extracting from the vacuum chest first because the vacuum chest is closest to the system. Let's have a look over here. Yes, the vacuum chest got completely emptied. That is fantastic. Okay, so next step, the fun bit. Let's break a few of these chests so that the vacuum chest can suck up the items. There we go. Let's break those. Dang it, went straight into my inventory, some of those items. That's all right, though. Let's drop them off into the vacuum chest. There we go. Let's break a couple more of these too. And this vacuum chest is now sucking up all of these items from the chests. Now this is a sweet way to deal with items in your inventory, right? There's probably a better way to do it, man, but I thought this was the sweetest way to do it, man. Hello, Magma Cube. Are you here to see the awesome item transfer of sweetness that I just set up? Well, too bad. Get wrecked, you slimy, molten lava bastard. The good news, Cyberdogs, is this transport method is working like a charm. Look at this diamond chest. It is absolutely stacked. The bad news is this is going to take for freaking ever, man. I hope we have enough space in all of our disk drives too. My goodness, how many items have we collected so far in this series? It's crazy. Commence task 3BX1, transport of pork, round 3. And hopefully, guys, this time it actually will work. Trying to get as many pigs as I can down into that single space over there. Let's have a look. Is that going to drop them down there? No, it's not. Am I going to have to drop you down there manual styles, you little bastard? Why does he not want to go down into the hole? I am confused. Is a pig bigger than one block? I suppose it looks like he might be, actually. All right, this is going to be a little bit more tricky than I thought initially. Let's have a look. If we break this block over here, is that going to get him down there? I don't think so. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I got him down there. Excellent. Now, this is what I'm thinking, right? I want to jam as many pigs as possible into as small of a space as possible. Here we are with the automatic feeder again. I'm going to stick the automatic feeder over here. And if we can shove as many pigs as possible into this small space over here, we don't need to have all of the pigs around the breeder, right? And or the feeder, rather. The feeder is just going to be feeding all of them on that one block. So hopefully this is possible. Let me see if I can shove some more pigs in there. Oh yeah, baby, managed to squeeze 2 pigs into this tiny little space over here. Next step is to get some carrots into our breeder and to see if these pigs will actually breed without dying. That is the question right here. Underneath these pigs is a chiseled block, which should have enough space for those piglets to fall down. And essentially, we're going to be doing exactly the same thing that we did in our bigger array on the surface over there. These pigs are going to be breeding, and the little babies should be falling directly down through that crack onto a conveyor belt, and that conveyor belt is going to be sending those babies all the way over to this diamond spike. They're going to land and die on the diamond spike, and then their bits are going to get sucked up by this vacuum vacuum chest, and then we can actually process those bits into power. And it looks like, wow, look at that little guy wanted to get back on the conveyor belt. He had a chance over there to get free, but he decided, you know what, I want to get processed. So good on you, little piggy. Anyway, that baby fell through, so that's a very good sign. That's not a good sign there over there. These need to be orange blocks. Oh, the OCD is real. Let's turn these into orange blocks like that. There we go, and we'll get the glass back up. Beautiful. Did that baby die? Is there pork choppage in here? Difficult to tell because there's a whole bunch of other crud in there. Okay, that's good. So that looks like it's working. It looks like the pigs are also not dying. It looks like the babies are coming out and breeding right away and then dropping down into this area. So that's fantastic. Let's try focus now on getting food into this feeder over here, right? And we're going to create a miniature version of our carrot farm that we have on the upstairs version of this. We're going to be using a harvester for this because that is what automatically harvests the carrots. And we're going to put a little bit of a torturino here too to try and get those carrots to grow a little bit quicker. Now, where is a hoe? I've got a hoe over here. Yep, there we go. Let's get this hoed up like this and get some carrots planted in this. Oh man, I want to try and create a really efficient little system over here using as few block areas as possible, right? So we're going to have one carrot here. We're going to have the harvester over there, like that. Oh, that's actually facing the wrong way. So let's try face it in the correct position. The harvester is going to be sucking up these carrots as they get grown. So we'll stick the harvester like that. Beautiful. We need a torturino over here too to get these carrots to grow a little bit quicker. So let's place the torturino over here on top of the harvester, I suppose. And then we're gonna increase the radius of this bad boy, and then we're gonna turn it on. Speed increase to 400%. There we go. Wow, that carrot grew really, really quick. That's awesome. So we're only gonna need one torturino for this to get that carrot growing over and over again. Next step, of course, we need to connect the harvester to a vacuum chest, right? So we're going to stick a vacuum chest over here like this. This is going to be sucking up the carrots when it grows. Let's just reduce the radius of the sucking chest to 1 block. There we go. That looks perfect. Oh, baby, this is awesome. Okay, next up, we need to send a pipe into this feeder over here, right? So let's get a pipe. We're going to change this pipe to insert like this. Beautiful. This is going to come out like this, and to keep it nice and neat, let's bring it across like that. There we go. Perfect. So the extract is going to be set for this pipe. Let's just make sure there's just carrots in here. Right, let's change the signal to always active. Beautiful. And now all we need to do is get this harvester cranking. For that, I think we need a lever. So let's head over here. How is our transfer doing over here, by the way? Wow, 70% full so far. That's insane. We're still churning through inkage over here, man. That is disgusting. All of those inks, man. That is absolutely foul. All right, let's get ourselves a lever. Well, we can't build a lever, which is, we don't have one in our freaking inventory right now. So let's make a lever. Very simple. Boom. Make ourselves a lever. Let's get that harvester cranked up to full. Oh, baby, this is going to be sweet if this works. I feel like we do need to get a few more pigs up there, though, right? Now, let's get a lever back here. Boom. That is now going to be hopefully harvesting the carrot. Come on, little harvester, do your business, dude. Harvest the carrot that's directly in front of you. Come on, dude. You can do this. Come on. Oh, it's working, baby. Just saw the harvester crank a little bit of carrot action over there. However, I don't like the placing of the torturino. I want this place to look really, really cool and really, really neat. So I think I'm going to try something over here. I want to put the torturino directly underneath the crop over here. If we stick the torturino down here, increase the radius to +4 and increase the speed to 400. Is that going to make that carrot grow? Let's have a look. No, that didn't make the carrot grow. That is kind of annoying. I wonder why that is. All right, let's try something a little bit different over here. Let's get the torturino above the carrot. So like over here. Is that going to work? Let's increase the speed to 400 and let's increase the radius. There we go. Okay, so that's a perfect location for the torturino. Out of sight, out of mind, as they say. And look how fast that little carrot crop grew over there. That is perfect. That should, in theory, look at that. That was awesome. That should, in theory, be supplying an infinite amount of carrots to our feeder over there. And it looks like there is a baby. Well, he's stuck over here, which is a little bit unfortunate. I wonder, we're going to have to rewire this, I think, because it looks like he can sneak through this Ender IO block over here. Now we're cooking with gas, CyberDogs. Oh man, this place is so freaking awesome. We've got our breeding and our feeding mechanism in place now for our brand new pork power array. It's looking a little bit janky, I will admit. However, we're going to be able to use chisel and bits to make the place look really, really nice. But for now, I just want to get the functionality in place before we do any of that stuff. Wow, that was some lag over there. That might be a little bit annoying, actually. We might need to find a different way to supply that feeder. But anyway, let's move on to the next task, man. I'm super excited. We're going to install our culinary generator arrays. We've got the breeding, we've got the feeding, but now we need to get power out of this system, and we're going to do that with our culinary generator arrays. Let's get them installed over here. That's kind of cool, right? Look at that, man. Oh, that's awesome. It makes like a little passageway through this facility too, which is really, really cool. Let's add orange blocks above these culinary generator arrays, I think. Beautiful. That looks awesome. Okay, so now we got to get the pork choppage from this vacuum chest into the culinary generator arrays. So let's do that. Actually, we're going to need to replace all of these blocks over here with alabaster. We want the place to look really, really beautiful, right? Everything's got to be perfect in the cyber laboratories. Now, let's get some alabaster down here, and let's lay down some item conduits. Okay, so these are going to come like this, and let's have a look. How can we keep this looking really, really cool? I suppose we can come up like this and like this. Hold down shift. There we go. Beautiful. So that's going to be delivering the foods from the vacuum chest, or the pork chops from the vacuum chest, into the culinary generator arrays. Now we need to get power out of the culinary generator arrays, and actually I think this could work out really, really nicely. I don't know if I've showed you guys this before, but you can actually place item conduits and energy conduits in the same block in Ender IO. Check this out. So we've got energy conduits coming out of there. We'll be able to travel them along like this, connect them over here. Wow, how badass does this look? That looks absolutely amazing, man. Okay, so let's run some more energy conduits down like this. So that energy is going to be taken out of the culinary generator arrays, and what we need to do now is run those energy conduits into our sort of pipe network over here, right? So we need to get an energy conduit from these culinary generator arrays all the way into this room, and this is where we are going to be setting up our capacitor banks. This is going to become the battery for the Cyberlabs. I have no idea. I haven't really thought about how to set this room up yet, but I suppose for now, let's just set up like a basic array over here. Let's do, I don't know, let's just do 4 of these like this, right? So let's set up 4 basic capacitors like this. Actually, we probably want to set them up along the edge of the room so that you can actually see the level of power in them. I think that's kind of cool, right? So let's set up like 4 of these bad boys, and I suppose we can do exactly the same thing like this. Although, that actually doesn't look that cool, does it? Finally, the part of the episode I've been looking most forward to has arrived. You guys know what time it is, right? You know what time it is. I'll give you a moment to figure it out while I take a sip of my beverage. That's right, my friends. It's time to lay down some cables and some pipes. By far, my favorite task in modded Minecraft. No idea why I love it so much, I just do. I just love the idea of the Cyberlabs being completely networked with these cables, spreading the energy and the items all across the cyber laboratory. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing, man. I think I've come up with a pretty cool design for our battery room over here too. This is the place where we are going to be storing all of our power that is being generated from our bacon power array over there. What is going on over here, man? That looks kind of funky, doesn't it? Yeah, that's not looking the way that it is supposed to. Anyway, I'm going to be laying down a sort of array of capacitors over here, which I think are going to look really, really sweet. And then at the end of the room, I want to have a screen that is going to show off the amount of power we're generating and the amount of power that we're using. I think that's going to look really, really awesome. Now, what is going on here with these these capacitor banks, man? Looks so freaking weird, doesn't it? Let's have a look. That looks kind of strange. What's going on with this one? Why is this one looking completely different to the others. I don't understand this, man. It looks really weird. What happens if we lay it down again? Okay, that's kind of strange. Maybe we just lay them down like that, right? That looks really, really cool, actually. That actually looks really, really cool. We might have to fix this up, though. So let's clear that out and lay down another energy conduit like that. And then we can fix the floor. Oh man, that looks so sweet. Okay, I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it. Maybe this one needs to not be connected, or if we hold down shift maybe and connect it to this one, is that gonna work? Okay, I'm confused. I don't know exactly what's going on there, but yeah, I'll try to figure that one out. Anyway, we need to get all of this cabling now back to our sorting system or our storage network, right? And we're just going to have to lay down a bunch of pipage over here. We're going to have to lay down energy conduits and item conduits for this, of course, because we're going to be transporting all of the excess carrots and pork chops coming out of our bacon power generator over there, and we need to get those pork chops and those carrots into our storage system, right? So here's what I'm thinking. Let's lay down the energy conduits all the way into the butthole of our storage network over here. Here is the controller. So we're going to have power going into the controller, and we're also going to have an item conduit coming out of our chest. This is like our overflow chest, I suppose. This is going to be set to always extract, or actually this has got to be insert over here, right? Yeah, so we're going to be pushing items into the chest. Let's lay down the item conduits like this, and let's connect them up to the energy conduits too. So there we go. Now we're going to have to lay energy conduits and item conduits together in the same block. There we go. This is so awesome. Look how badass that pipe looks, man. That is fantastic. Whoever designed this mod, I don't know, I love you. I want to have your children. I want to immortalize you with a bronze statue in Times Square or something, man. You're a freaking genius. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys right now. I am super impressed with myself. Oh man, I feel like $1,000,000 right now. I can't believe I managed to squeeze that giant bacon power array factory into this tiny little space. But we did it, and it's working. It's working beautifully. We've got infinite carrots being harvested over here. Those carrots are being fed to some pigs in a chamber. Those pigs are getting busy, and plopping out babies onto this conveyor belt. Those babies are being slaughtered, and their meat is being sent into these culinary generator arrays, and these culinary generator arrays are producing power. That power is getting stored in these capacitor banks in our battery room of the Cyberlabs, and that power is being sent via cabling underneath our passageways all the way through to our storage network, which is storing almost, let's have a look, 77% worth of items jammed into our disk drives right now. Our cyber laboratories are kicking in, and the place is amazing. I love it. It's so inspiring. I get so freaking happy when I get to play in this world, and it's all because of you guys, man. You guys are inspiring me something fierce with all of your likes, all of your comments, and all of your love for this series. Thank you so very much for the amazing feedback that you gave me in the previous episode. It really got me pumped up to bring you more modded, and I hope you guys are enjoying it and enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed making it. I played all day today, and I loved every second of it. Unfortunately, I gotta go because my pickaxe is about to break. As you guys can see, Pikachu is on his last legs. I need to go get him recharged, and I need to do a bit of chisel and bitsing around here. I need to repair the place, man. It's looking broken. I've done a little bit of serious damage, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do off camera, and I'm going to enjoy every second of it because I am loving modded, baby. Thank you guys so much for watching, man. If you enjoyed it, you hit that like button. You hear me? If you haven't subscribed yet, well, I'm angry. I'm going to stick this pickaxe up your butt crack unless you hit the subscribe button. You hear me? Jeez. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, man. This is the Mad Professor ReNDoG signing out from the Cyberlabs, and we will see you all in the next episode.